So here at long last is the conclusion to the Katana tutorials. This is the completed and finished white tiger katana that I've been doing during the tutorials. As you can see, all the parts are there. I just wanted to give you a little rundown on some of the final details that I've chosen. As you can see, there's a white and black color scheme. Kind of a no-brainer, but I thought it looked nice. Some of the things I did not cover in my videos were the skamaki and the sageo knot. Those knot work, you can find those videos elsewhere, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure I could do a good job, but I will point you in the bottom of this video to some good resources. What I've used for my wrapping material, however, is like a nylon flat cord. It's very similar to like shoelaces. And I found that at a Joann Fabrics store. With a bunch of other cord and edging material. I've gone with a matte black finish. What that means is it's not a real glossy finish. It's about as it's just a plain black. And I finished it with some polyurethane over the top, clear coat, which gives it that sheen, which I actually really like. It was kind of unexpected. I thought it would be a flat polyurethane finish as well. But it came out quite nice. It still catches the light, still kind of refracts the light, but at the same time is not so glaring that you can't come up with the camera and see yourself in the sheath. So I kind of like that matte black finish. You can see that I tried really hard to keep all my seams so that they disappear, and you can also see that there is a faux ray skin paper that I used on top of the handle. That is just a pebble textured paper, which you can find maybe on Etsy or on an online retailer for scrapbooking or something like that. You can just search for that pebble texture and hopefully you'll find something similar. You'll have to compare it because some of the pebble textures are way too big, so you have to do some research on that. Person that I bought this from is actually, they no longer do that. So opening it up, so for the blade, I have gone with a chrome silver type of paint. These are kind of hit and miss. You really have to use trial and error to find the correct paint. This, I believe, happens to be a Krylon Rust-Oleum, not a Krylon, excuse me, a Rust-Oleum brand chrome paint, and it came out quite well. Again, it doesn't have the really reflective finish. It's still kind of a matte silver, but I think it looks pretty good. Again, it still catches the light and it has that shine to it without being incredibly glossy, which I actually really like. This is actually a cold cast abaki. This is not painted. This is actually a plastic resin. I made the wooden abaki and then I cast it in plastic resin mixed with a metal powder. So that's why it has that kind of color. But it is not a painted piece, and it was actually one of my first attempts at replicating these with plastic resin. The second attempt was my tsuba. Give you a better look of that. That was something I had hand carved the original out of wood, and then I had cast it, made a mold and cast that out of plastic. But I'm pretty happy with how that came out. Unfortunately, my skills are not incredible with carving, so it's not a super realistic tiger, but I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. And then on the other side, it's the western side of a compass rose, and that's just because of the white tiger being the symbol for the western direction as well. So I really wanted to play on that. You can see the gap is fairly even all around the abaki and the blade, and the notch has the same type of reveal. It's not perfect. I had to replace my peg there to keep it all together. The other one I broke off while I was trying to paint it and dropped it, and yeah, it's a sad story. But that's basically it. You can see the knots here at the bottom. Two different knots, and that knot work is actually what's holding the Kashira or end cap on. There's no glue there. It's a snug fit, but there's no glue. So that's pretty much it. You can see the bohea right here. Give you a look down the blade. So overall, I'm quite happy with it. I'm glad with how it came out. There were some happy accidents, there were some not so happy accidents. There's a lot of work into it, and this is something I was taking a long time to do for several reasons. Sometimes I just get burned out on it, but other times I was trying to create masters of pieces so I could replicate them in plastic resin, and that was kind of a trial and error process, unfortunately. But there you have it. So the conclusion of my katana tutorial, the White Tiger Katana. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. As you all know, I'm terrible at YouTubing and answering the questions that people have. But I will try and put up an FAQ. There's been a lot of similar questions. But that's it. That's basically the end of the White Tiger Katana.